Bullet Train sees Brad Pitt playing an assassin who is having a little bit of a crisis of conscience. He's kind of seen a therapist. He's not sure he's in the right business. He wants to do things a bit differently with his life, take a more relaxed approach, not kill so many people maybe. And yeah, he comes back into the game after taking some time off, and he's given a job. He replaces another man on this job that's supposed to be an easy job, but it turns out it's anything but. Basically, he goes on this bullet train to retrieve a suitcase, and unfortunately, there's a bazillion other people that are also there to retrieve the same briefcase, and hijinks ensue. Now, I saw the trailer for this and I thought, that doesn't look great, to be honest. There looked like a lot of jokes in there that didn't seem to land with me in the trailer, and I thought, it'll probably be some decent action because it's directed by the guy who did Deadpool 2 and, John Wick stuff and all that. So if nothing else, I'll probably have an enjoyable time with the action. The trailer did this film a disservice. I had a blast with this, an absolute blast. I laughed out loud so many times. It's proper irreverent. It's really black humour. If you're not into blood, guts, swearing, all that kind of stuff, it's probably not for you. If you've seen Deadpool, those kind of movies, it's probably not for you if you don't like those. But no, I really loved the characters in this, even though on paper they're all degenerates, they're all hitmen who've done really horrible things. But thanks to the presence of actors like Brad Pitt, like Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, I really enjoyed it. I really loved the characters, again, despite how despicable some of them are. The chemistry between them all, I could watch for ages, just like seeing, Brad Pitt and Aaron Taylor-Johnson particularly. Moments between them when 1 minute they're fighting and then they get interrupted by a woman with a cart, a snack cart, and they just kind of have to stand there and wait for her to finish her business. And it was really humorous, but it was all down to the chemistry between those actors. Aaron Taylor-Johnson in this, he's fast becoming one of my favourite actors, it's got to be said. If you look what he did in Nocturnal Animals when he was barely recognisable, and here he's got a really great streak for comedy, it's got to be said, but also he can flip it on a dime. And there's a scene in this where all of a sudden it gets quite real for his character. Something happens and we have to sense what a big emotional hit it is for his character, and he pulls it off brilliantly, when throughout the rest of the film he's actually been quite funny to watch. It's like that across the board with most characters. I'd say the weakest link in this, bizarrely, is Michael Shannon, who kind of pops up as this Russian mafia gangster type, and I'm just like, okay, one, you don't look like the guy that we see in the younger iteration earlier on in the film, because he plays the older version, but two, it's just off. It don't quite fit the character for me. And that's nothing against Michael Shannon, because I've loved Michael Shannon in practically everything I've seen him in. And I don't dislike him here, but I do think that somebody else would have made a better choice. Now, this ain't going to be the most intellectual film that you're going to ever watch. It's all about the action, it's all about the kooky characters and the double crosses and the team-ups and this, that and the other, allegiances swapping, who's going to be in whose corner. And if you like that kind of stuff, I think you'll love this. I was kept on the edge of my seat from start to finish. I will say that I think it's about 10-15 minutes too long. Got to a certain point in the film where I thought if it ended like now, just wrapped everything up in this next 5 minutes, this would be a 5-star film for me. But it doesn't quite know when to quit, and it just goes on a little bit too long, like 10-15 minutes too long. So yeah, beyond that, I had an absolute blast. Great action, really lovable characters despite what they do, great performances, and just really funny moments throughout. So yeah, the crowd that I was in, I could sense was really enjoying it too. There was a lot of laughing in the cinema as I was there, and like I say, I didn't expect to enjoy it this much from the trailers. From the trailers, I just expected bad jokes but decent action, but I got great action and really funny laughs all the way through, and this film is a 4 out of 5 for me. But what about you? Have you seen Bullet Train? If so, what did you think about it? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and until next time, cracking.